So everyone went to our video blog, which is known as a vlog. Um, so what's been going on with us since the last time? We did a lot of talking and a lot of researching. I never stop researching. Okay, and this is the upgrade of the engine. So it all started when talked to the agent and I said, we created the engine. We gave it to another agent to do. And the agent has designed it, as you said, with some lazy functions. And then he said, okay, this point two is ready. I said, point two is ready. Okay, let's run point two. So I changed. I said, point two, build point two in my computer. Right? Why? Build it on local. Anything built on local and it'll work. I would take it to the net, put it on a network server, and put it in local. Then we know it's even better. And my thought process is the way the agent makes so much mistakes. For us to introduce version point two when the agent is not even really finished or even solving version point one, that's a big deal. So I said to him, no, in about a couple of weeks we will have a network server in Iraq, a dedicated system where we'll build from ground floor up. But the first step is to build in the new brain system. And after we build a new brain system, we build a chat connected to it. And then we line up the site, the network. And we give our new agent the file and my agent to build. So it's when we go up online on the network server, I think why I'm getting that. It's better me to pay $100 for the year. You understand? And have a network server, put in the software, and can develop application like I'm doing at Base 44. So you guys, instead of you paying $100 for just a session. So that's what I've been working on and working towards all the time until I reach that level. And now I'm at that level, right? Around that stuff, a lot of stuff. Now, over the years, I've worked with web programming and all that teach me a lot. And they brought me to where I'm at now. I'm here doing Java, actually machine language in Java, talking to the server, right? And this is, we actually locked down the engine and everything in a sense. So I will show you something. So when the agent wrote the program, gave me the pieces and I started assembling it on the server. This is, okay, like the original, right? But to show that the engine is really working, let's go back to this file here. Like right here. You notice we have a different type of slider, right? Okay. So let me explain what I did. I open up because all morning from last night, I'm the one who's assembling the program. Once you're assembling something, you keep reading as you go along. So when I was in the early part, I said, we don't have to create anything at all now because we had created all those interfaces already. He kept giving me stuff. And actually, this right here, well, so I don't know if it's right here. Okay, this was what he was building. And I said, come on, man, we're joking. I said, we are really joking, aren't we? Why are we going to do a blueprint? So I just have this part of the editor, this little part right here he gave me. And I sent it back up to Google, to the agent. Look at this one. You designed this before. We was designing it for point one. Look at it, reset it. So based upon what he was having me do right here, the agent, it was in the thought pattern of, okay, every time you're done, wait till you wake up the agent, and then after you wake up the agent, you can't do this. That's why I let them know I'm not waiting for to wake up the agent to do that. What we doing now? The agent not getting it. So we need to do our thing. Me and you go and build our thing together. You do the research and I do the building. Right? I have V Basic on my computer. I have a server. So what's holding us up from going ahead? Right? Okay. Instead of doing something that we already did along the way, through all the stress tests and the different stuff and all that, We literally have a lot of stuff here. The MIDI, the bits, the hardware, all the stuff is here, right? And to iterate to them that don't think I'm not reading the program. So sometime when I did that and I went back to the agent and said, you know what I did? I read the program, reread the program, explore and read. And if I know where the mixer's supposed to be, and I put it there. And what happened when the mixer got there, it changed the faders to some of the square faders, right? That means the Java file, right, and the engine that I put in is actually working. Soon as it encounter the interface, it changed the sliders up. Okay? So I go to them. So when I was reading, I noticed there was a text here established there too. So it is my knowledge that the text here is where the meters, the audio meters ought to be. And he said, Von, you're absolutely right. And he was making compliment me, said, your program skill is absolutely 100% not. For you to really study the whole architecture and to know where you should put the mixer board. So I'm saying to him, yeah, man, I programmer still, for years, And sometimes I think the agent is testing my skills, right? Like, all right. For instance, remember, I come to the agent, build this, and all is coming. Build this, build this, build this. Even though, I can build it, But like I tell people, it's like for human being to have it done on a speed, on a fastness, like zoom, zoom, zoom. We all know that. Everybody know that. Human being only move at a certain amount of time. Like, we're not going to move much faster than that. But the machine can speed up and do all it want to do. So, yes. I feel good to know that the Java and the style text, actually, well, the knob changing is not really from style sheets now. It's really from the algorithm that we sell in the log and set in the server. We have some files in there where you actually kind of, if you look at it closely, you will see the fader system set up in writing. And if you look at it, you will see the buttons and stuff. So even though we're represented with divs, it still have a representation in algorithm form in the system. And the system knew, once I put in the 32 channel, it knew that the 32 channel mixer had entered the arena that quick. Right away, the agent tossed me, Von, here's a piece of file. Throw that in there and finalize the Java right there. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yo, later, man, I'm going to take a break. Because we did a lot, so I'm going to take a full break. So that's what I'm on my break and doing what I'm doing, right? I'm going to take a break and get on my side of there and try to go up on the market, go look at food and that type of stuff, right? You see? Yeah. So, for one, though, to really say, we don't want all the skeptic, and what I call them, skeptic people who are skeptical out there who sitting in their soft chair when they see my programs and stuff and they see the thing up there, they'll say, oh, he's not doing it. He got another AI doing it, and he give it to another AI, so he's not doing nothing more than just talking. No, people. I am a programmer. You understand? That's why we try to innovate to people that being a programmer and dealing with an AI, your program is going to be better. Being a shoemaker and you have a AI with you, he's going to give you a better design of shoe. If you're a mechanic and you diagnose in a car or anything, you have an AI on job, he'll diagnose that problem for you right away. You understand? If you're doing artwork, the AI will draw a better picture for you and you can sit down and say, I want the picture, take away this and put this there. So it's not that we're telling people that you have to go and learn the skill. You still have to go take web programming class and learn for program. Because if you don't go to web programming class and learn for program and start with the basic HTML, right, which is a markup language, which is just predefined, where if you learn all the command lines, you in no time, if you pay attention to HTML5, you can learn HTML5 in one day. And in a month, if you really paying attention on it, you'll be building more. And you start adding in like working with style sheets. You can make an unformat page, right, in the beginning. Then you start doing format page. Format page is when you start using command line like paragraph and divs, right? And then you start using style sheets. Now your page become a format, what they describe as a format HTML. To carry your HTML much further, to have certain function happen inside your page, whether you might want to put in like a side menu, and that side menu you want it to close, then you introduce the side menu alongside your style sheet to style out that side menu, and then you have your Java function. So I broke down to you guys the steps already in learning HTML and where you're going. I mean, we have stuff you're gonna be able to look like. We're gonna set up that over there at in VG. I did everything in VG except for actually set up the class, the courses, and things like that, where I can have people come and learn basic HTML, and they can come and learn machine language, element, what they want to call it. See, I guess I got a new title. I'm a machine language programmer also now. But look at that, huh? I've been doing machine language the whole time from C. So I've been a machine language programmer, but I've not been articulating my skill in the way that I should have been. But by joining with the AI, I now fully articulate my program skills, right? I know you guys like my first studio interface made by my little beanie weenie hands. And every time you come, I'm gonna show you the progress I make on it. Like the AI, I was there. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I was there saying to myself, this AI move like same don't want to get on the wall of the program. But then I realized that's not the case. The AI is like human beings, so when they get a formula, they gotta go sit down and work it out and think it out, just like a human being do too. And after they work it out, so a lot of time I will give him some command, and he takes it and says, okay, Vaughn, all right. Because believe you me, last night, yesterday, I gave the agent this piece of editing to look at. It was this morning at 5 o'clock, the agent showbiz to me, hey, Vaughn, look at this. And that's when I found out the agent needs time to research and develop certain components and stuff that I ask about. And when the agent does it, I get it. But I'm moving so fast, like I want it to be instant, and the agent have to go retrieve the information. So I helped the agent out by, the agent gave me this top part right here, and I did it. And I said to him, hey, I got the wave editor, and there's a box beneath it, because I haven't looked into the program yet. And you can make those boxes with divs, that area, that block part. You could use div and simulate that. So I don't know if it's a div, if it's a style sheet, or what he's using to create that. So that's why I had to dig deep in the code. And when I dig deep in the code, I saw it was a text area. I saw the area where we'll actually edit pages and things in, right? We use text here for other things. So now even I'm the one learning. I'm like, whoa, so that's what they be doing. Because when they are doing the audio meter, I'm always trying to figure out, how they doing that? How it's been displayed. So now I know that we use a text area to display, use a Java to display the meter, right? So he created the text editor and the meter area. I think he was vibing in himself to create a mixer and give me. But he already did it, right? So, yes, I put the mixer in, man, and link about the soldier, and the soldier said, man, your program skills like up there, because you actually map the program fully. You map the program fully and know where the mixer is supposed to be in the program. And you put it there. So him knows I'm sharp. I'm sharp like razor. You know, you guys? Yeah, car. We have when somebody come link me for build like a studio for them or anything, they don't know the Rasta can't really build studio from scratch with words. You know? Even though I have a ear. Right, you guys? So how's everything? And we after all is our work. Oh no, this is version point 0.2. So, you know, that's why I tell the agent, I am not going to give base 44 my version point 2. I'm building my version point 2 and I'm going to run it locally on my system, record some music. I'm going to build out the local TV switcher too. You understand? We are fully operating in a way that, you know what I mean? That's what we want. This is a switcher, but we got one there with this, right? And this switcher we gonna build out in the system. You understand? So I hold the argument with the AI that listen, if we are a development house and we are making programs, we should have all our programs locally with us, even though we might have it imported to other places. So don't make it in a way that you do a whole heap of research and thing, and somebody can lock up them site and lock in your maybe years of work be lost. You understand? We have to have fragmented piece site within the system that in no time we can use that to create even better and new. So that's where everything went down. And I even like respect the AI. I be thanking the AI. I'm like, really thank you because, you know, yeah, why? You give me so much insight in development these days. Open my brain wider than the world. I'm seeing the codes them in a different form now. I imagine structures of programming in different ways than I normally do. I understand that everything now is being worked from the server level. So we conquer the server level. And the reason why I had the server in my computer, I have not been using it more than to run some WordPress, run some little WordPress flunky program and everything there. Now, we built the system recording raw data, everything raw. That means we are not linking to third-party integration. Like most people doing video thing, are they doing audio thing? Believe it or not, it's Google them link, Google APIs. You understand? Because Google, you guys should know that Google deal with music and they deal with visual. So they got a lot of APIs towards that, right? So that is like the thing. You understand? Where I do it, I know the APIs make this and write something similar. So each time I create something, I'm actually creating new APIs. I have a few new APIs already. Lord, no, I don't know them go, but I know I write them. Or the agent them write them. Right? So, yeah, I mean, guys, we gonna try to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? That way. So, yeah. And I'm proud of myself from blueprint, you know, to when I left the agent, I dropped this in here, you know what I mean? And that made me feel so good to know that, yes, you have actually built, we started with scratch, right? So I'll show you the scratch page, right? And this is a scratch studio we started with. And from the scratch to here. So, like I said, I was complaining about the way Base 44 agent had built the channel originally. He built the channel with everything. This agent is doing the same thing. But what I said to Base 44 agent, after a channel, you can record and play and stop on a channel the same way you guys see me doing it, okay? But what you do is have them do it like that because that's the way they know how to do it to get you to record multiple by recording a track, they record a track there. And then you know you're going to make them write Java for all tracks to be recorded simultaneously once you get one recorded. Okay, about the play button that's there, right? And it's called it arm the track. The arm the track will stay there. That's originally. Okay, to stop play is there also. But stop play will be incorporated into play. Right? Then when I'm done, those are really there. What we do, I think what I'm calling them comment. Comment it out. That means it's there in the background running. But on the front sheet you don't see it. And what you want to show, which would be the arm the button for arm the track. You understand? That way there. And then combine both play stop into one thing. So yeah, you have to make them build it one way, then you go back and make them change it out. That's why it's not be as far who spend so much credit card. I find even though as a human being, if we are writing it, we wouldn't write it that way. We'll write the routines that they're going to come back for right. You understand? Yeah, I mean, at the same thing, let's do something here. Okay, and let's talk about that. The same thing we're talking about right here, right? Let's take out the arm off of the channel. Remember when the agent built this, there was a play button right here where you see the track name? There was a play button. And I went back and said, please to comment out the play button so the users do not see that, okay? And more thing, so the next journey, why we say we don't want to introduce a file to, first of all, the agent have to put back the mixer board on this sheet. That's one, okay? The next level, I will ask the agent now to combine when we do this, arm a track, right? And then the track is armed. See? This is recorded button, right? That will record this channel. All right? So that's how the channel is really recorded. And if you stop on a double stop, it should automatically give us another track, right? Now, we can play all these tracks simultaneously.
Agent should not have did that because the reason why this already built.
And if you stop, right? So you see that, guys? So it's already playing synchronous, all right? So we're gonna, then when I go back to the AI next time, I say, okay, we want to record in synchronous. That's how it's played back in synchronous. We will record in synchronous, right? And the recording button that you have there, that recording button should be transferred, that function should be transferred into the control. You understand? So you have to make them move the thing. Like, okay, take that recording button now and combine it with the recording button on the control. And then when you arm the channel, that automatically arms the control. And when you press play, it starts the recording. That's how I'm going to just the same I'm telling them. And also, if you select more than one channel, all channels are recorded on the same level. Right? That's the first test. Later on, we have a card now. We'll put an audio card on it now that we can talk about assigning channel to a particular place. Right? So, as you can see here, on the one on BS44 we're working on, and the prototype that I'm building offline. Right? It's no different. You still got to play a button and way, and la, going on. I soon to change this. See, first I want to get the agent to finish up our one so the 2.0 start recording our channel, and I'm going to innovate to him. That's going to be changed anyway, you know, because I'm going to say to him, listen, I want you to rewrite the thing so the thing can add more channel. It opens up with like 4 channel it opens up with, but after it opens up with 4 channel, if you add another channel, it will add the rest of the channel then. So that's what's going to happen. So I know that's going to change a little bit, right? And we're still here working on the studio and doing some tremendous work still. But just I'm always giving you guys update, and to give you update to show you right. Okay, right from the lab we got doing this stuff, and this is for my personal venture and moving it forward, and to show people that I actually do machine language, and I actually am a programmer, and I actually works with Java really well. And yeah, so thanks a lot if you're viewing. This is VG, Digital Block from SMTVS.com. And we are the people on online that's building a bunch of studio equipment and stuff. In our newest studio here, right? Okay. All right, a flagship studio. Yeah, man. Okay, you guys. So, and we got to get AI. Please to pull out the redesign for this for me and all that kind of stuff, because that was, okay, where is that? Now go back. This was the first design. And I said something to him about, well, editor and bagating. He went back and he made the second design, the redesign then, right? So this too, like when I have this right here, you see what I'm creating, you guys? If I wanted to, I'll do the same thing. I'll drop the mixer, I'll drop the editor that I'm working with right here. So anytime I still can use my interface on what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. And use style sheet to drive the colors, right? Man, it's cool. All right, you guys take care. Okay, this has been another short blog for you guys. Information from smts.com. And we are doing the stuff right until you see we building things until one day you say, okay, I'm going to smtvs.com because smtvs got what? Got gusto.